Hey, this is Briton from Wage War, and this is track by track for our new album, Manic. We kind of like split the record up in two. We did half of it in Los Angeles with Drew Folk, and the other half with Jeremy and Andrew Wade. Yeah, Jeremy McKinnon and Andrew Wade. So this was one of the ones we did in Orlando with Jeremy and Andrew. And I remember like one of us was just like strumming on an acoustic guitar and was just like messing with the chorus, and it just kind of like it was weird. Just like a couple notes from a chorus just sprung into a whole song, and like the backbone and like the premise of the song was just like, it's been a rough year for everybody, and we have those bad habits we keep falling into. So I feel like that was just like the perfect track to like start this record off. It kind of like I don't know. I feel like it sets the tone for the rest of the record for sure. Yeah, Teeth was one of the, I think like the second, nah, actually, I think about third or fourth demo we kind of got done, and yeah, it was just kind of, that one was a little bit different. It's got more of like an industrial sound with like the very industrial guitars and production in the back, and yeah, we just wanted that one to again like try to like have like an old Wage War sound, but kind of new at the same time. And just having like a pretty sick metalcore track with some more like old school new metal with some new industrial kind of going on at the same time. So it just felt like something new and fresh, and that's something that Wage War would do also at the same time. Yeah, I feel like Manic is just like, when you listen to the song, it literally describes everything that's going on through the entire record. I mean, it's a little bit more forward with like a panic attack kind of feeling, but I think the entire record is just about mental health and like how things are going. And I feel like that song is like the tipping point, or like maybe it like to the listener, like, oh, this is like whoever's writing this is like their lowest point or their breaking point. But yeah, that song was really sick. I remember Cody kind of like sending the demo for that, being like, it was in baby form and just had like a little bit of like production in the beginning. But like when that riff hits, I was just like, oh, this is gonna be sick. This is gonna be my favorite track, and it ended up being that. So yeah, worked really hard on that too. Is that whole song is me. Like the singing parts into the screaming was all me, and it was kind of cool to try something new. You know, High Horse was the first song we like completed through like the pandemic time where we were writing. Yeah, we kind of shut ourselves away in Georgia, and that's like the song that came out, and we were just like, this is pretty sick, and I feel like it's got like a new vibe of what we're trying to do on this record, but it like at its root is still like a major Wage War song. So we just kind of wanted to put out a song that we love. We're all big metalheads, and I feel like that's just like the perfect track. So Circle the Drain, I remember like when we were working on this song in LA, and I remember like hearing it for the first time, and I actually, like, I'm gonna be honest, I was just like, I don't know about this. But then we sped it up like a couple BPM, and for some weird reason like that, it felt like the song started to like ride a little bit better. And so we tracked it, and like at the end of the day, I was like, holy smokes, I was completely wrong about this song. It's like one of my favorites on the record, and I love that it's like a more chill, like listenable thing that you can kind of sing along with, but it does have like its heavy parts too. So it's just like I said, like a mix of the old and the new, and I feel like that's a perfect representation of this album and Wage War. So that's another one that's like one of my favorites on the entire record. It's just, so this one is like, I mean, I, I'm always going to say, hey, it's Wage War at its core, but I feel like this one's probably the most different, and a different shift of just like more of like a rock kind of song instead of like super metal. But yeah, it's just kind of like that driving quick feel in the beginning, and like I like pretty much old school music. It's kind of got like a Nine Inch Nails kind of feel to it. So yeah, it's fun like just pumping that song on while you're driving and just getting out there and going. This is probably the heaviest song we've ever written. I mean, I think Cody counted it. There's like 36 to 37 different pinch harmonics in there. Just guitars are squealing. But yeah, we it kind of like started out as like a joke riff, and then it became something real, and now it's one of my favorite songs to listen to. Like if I'm in like a pissed off mood or whatever, that I feel like that's our heaviest track we've ever written, and I'm super excited for people to hear it. Slow Burn, I think, was the second or third um, song we were working on, like as a demo, and which is crazy because that song has like changed forms so many times. Of just like, we're gonna do this for the beginning, or we'll start it with the chorus or whatever. Like I feel like that song structurally was so well written, you could like take it and all these different parts and put it like just mix them around, and the song would still flow. So yeah, after like playing around with the demo, I think we got it in a spot we really liked, and I feel like Slow Burn is like something you would hear like off of our Dead Weight record, like more like a Gravity type song. But yeah, that one was really cool to see come together. I feel like that song's like a sleeper on the album. Like most people get to that song and are like, whoa, like where did that come from? So I mean, that Never Say Goodbye is probably like the ballad song I would say on the record, kind of just like slowing it down and talking about something serious. I feel like a lot of people can relate to this song. Like, you know, it's been a rough 2 years. That song's pretty much about losing a loved one. It could be like about your pet, your grandma, like someone you love. It could be about anything of just like you love, anything that you love that you lost during like a sensitive time. So I feel like that song really like just drives in to the heart. It kind of speaks to it, and yeah, it's like I said, it's more like one of those Gravity songs like on our past records. True Colors. That's another one that I feel like is a sleeper. Like in the beginning, I'm going to be honest, I wasn't like the biggest fan of it, just hearing like the music behind it. But once me and Cody got on there vocally, I feel like the song just like really shaped up. And I'm not saying like hate our music. It was just like we had so many demos of like I would say probably like 20 to 25 songs that were just done. So um, yeah, once we got vocals on that, I was just like, oh man, I was completely wrong again about the song. It's super sick. So yeah, I feel like that's one of the cool ones that like pick up the energy again on the backside of the record, and that you're just like, okay, you know. There's so many records too. You'll get to like track 8 or 9, and you're just like, okay, I've heard this before, but I feel like that's a good song and just like pick the energy back up. That's a little bit different. So I think this was like one of the last songs we wrote for the record because we were we had most of everything we wanted, but and I don't think we were going into it being like, oh, we need a closer, but I just remember that was like one of the last ones we worked on. But yeah, we wanted that one to just kind of like ride out. At the end, it's kind of got like a Hans Zimmer Interstellar vibe, I feel like. And I feel like it's like a good representation for the record too, of just being like more of like a light at the end of the tunnel, even though like the world might feel like it's crumbling around you. Just cling to things that you love, like your loved ones, your children, your wife, your girlfriend, your dogs, your cats, like any kind of thing like that. Um, you know, I don't think we're like a doom and gloom band, or just being like, yeah, the world's going to hell, like it's crumbling around us. But like even in these times where things are chaotic, I feel like that song was just like, hey, we're all going through this with you, and you know, whatever you got that you love in your life, cling to it, because your tomorrow might not come. So